Hello, this is a introduction to the course CIS 4010 Cloud Computing offered in the fall of 2020. I'm going to go over how the course will be run and any other information that you should have to decide if you're taking this course or to help you plan for how to take this course. The course outline can be found on CourseLink. It contains the topics covered, the recommended text, the method of evaluation, our schedule, and the tasks that you're going to be expected to do in this class. The course has been designed to consist of modules. These modules will be on a particular topic, and they consist of the lecture materials that would normally be delivered in class, but now will be delivered totally offline in the form of PDFs of the slides, a video presentation, and various assigned readings. So all of the different materials are going to be organized so that the modules themselves will take no more than 20 or 30 minutes to watch. This is so that you won't have to commit to something that might be actually too tiring to do, because you're going to be doing this for all of your courses, and so I don't want you to feel that you have to sit down for 1 or 2 hours to listen to any module. Now you're going to every week have to look at a few modules, but you can break these up into these smaller pieces. Some of the modules will be on theoretical materials and will consist of slides, commentaries, readings. Other modules may be demonstrations of various cloud services and tools. They could be in the form of screen captures. They could be in the form of PDF slides that capture the main points of the demos, or they could be both. The lecture time slots are not for synchronous delivery of lecture materials. You will already have the lecture materials. The time slots, which are Monday, Wednesday, 2:30 to 4 o'clock, are going to be for a discussion, reviews, questions about the course material, including assignments and quizzes, and an agenda for each of the lectures will be posted at the beginning of each week, but mostly these are for interaction. So if you want to ask questions, if you didn't understand some materials, if you are unclear about what you should be doing in the week, particularly with regards to the assignments, or when we're going to have a couple of quizzes, this is the time that you should interact with myself, the instructor, and we may have the TAs on at times, but we may also have separate times for the TAs. So with these lectures will take place on Zoom. The Zoom link and password will be posted on the CourseLink site for the course, obviously, so we don't have people who shouldn't be on the link. You shouldn't pass this link around. But to be honest, I don't care if somebody who is just thinking about the course or wants to prep for taking the course in the future does, come on. But I would like to keep this to a minimum. And what I'm going to do is, as you sign on, I'll mute you, and then you can you can unmute so that you can participate. Obviously, I will also control the site so that if someone is disruptive for any reason, I can mute them and or remove them from the Zoom session. I'm going to have what I'm going to call the 15-minute rule. If nobody comes on in the first 15 minutes, then I'm going to assume that you don't have any questions, you don't want any help, you don't want anything reviewed, and I'll terminate the class so that we're not wasting our time. I know that seems a bit harsh, but I'm saying if no one is there, if you have to be late for a class, that's fine. If for some reason you're late and nobody was there, but you still want help, then you can contact me separately. So how do you contact me? Well, obviously during the lecture times on Zoom. I've set up some CourseLink forums or discussion groups where you can do that. I've set up a Discord server. And so you can link to join it. And I encourage you to do that, because then you can contact me. You can discuss things with the other people in your class. So please take full advantage of the CourseLink discussion forums and Discord, and you can contact me by email. Please make sure in your email subject line that you make reference to the fact that this is for the course CIS 4010, so that I can get to it right away. I have a lot of email, and we're all living on our devices now, so please make sure that I know it's for the course. How am I going to evaluate you? Well, there's going to be 4 assignments. They're going to be worth roughly 15% each. So that's the majority of your evaluation. There'll be 2 online quizzes worth about 10% each. When I say about for any of these, it means that, like one of the assignments could be worth 10, another one could be worth 20. But I'll make that clear once I've got all of the assignments posted. With the online quizzes, these are to replace a midterm. They're going to be fairly brief, but I just want to make sure that you're keeping up with the online material. I know it's difficult to plan out everything, because you're going to have to be very disciplined and organized, but these will give you an idea about whether you're keeping up with the material. And there's going to be a take-home final exam worth 20%, and that will be explained more closer to the time, but it will be something that will sum up the course and demonstrate your mastery of the materials. We're going to use 3 cloud platforms, although we're going to do most of our work on AWS, the Amazon Web Services. We will also have a week where we look at a lot of the same things on Microsoft Azure, and we'll also be touching on Google Cloud Platform. This is a new addition to the course, and so there won't be that much on it, but there will be some. I want you to be able to feel comfortable in using any of them. They're all very similar, but they do have some differences that you'll appreciate once you start working with them. With the assignments, they're going to be coding assignments. They'll take 2 to 3 weeks for each one, or at least they'll be, you'll have 2 to 3 weeks where you know what they are and you'll be able to work on them. You're going to have accounts for the various ones on either AWS, Azure, or GCP. As I said before, most of it will be on AWS. I'll tell you when you should apply for an educational account. In the past, some of these free accounts were time limited. I'm not sure if they are anymore, and so you should check when you apply for them. But they're free, but you have to go to the educational accounts for any of these, because there's another account called a free account that non-students can apply for any of the services, but they will ask you for a credit card. So even though you're not paying, there will come a time at which you'll run out of your credits for the freebies, and they will want you to pay. So ask for the educational account. If you have any trouble with that, get to me right away. We occasionally find that a student will have a hard time being authenticated for an educational account, and we want to make sure that we can get this handled right away. This occurred when we ran the course before, and things got worked out, but it did take time. And so we had to make allowances for that. The quizzes, like I said, are equivalent to a midterm. They're going to be online through the CourseLink quiz function. They'll take place during the lecture time and run for about 20 minutes. The dates for these are Wednesday, October 7th and Wednesday, November 18th. They will be at 3 o'clock. I'm doing this because I'm not going to rush you into starting this for that time. So I will start the class at the regular 2:30 time in case people want to ask some questions. But the actual quiz will be released at 3 o'clock and run for a 20-minute time segment. If you have any issue with taking the quiz at this time, then let the instructor, myself, know as soon as possible so that we can make some arrangements. So either another day or time that week. So please let me know if it's that the synchronous running of the quizzes is a problem so that we can do something reasonable and appropriate about this. The final exam, it's going to be take home. It'll be in essay or written form. You'll be given papers on a topic from the course. They'll be assigned. They're going to be the papers that you get will be unique, and a question will be assigned with this. So the exam task will be to review the papers as a way to answer the question that's been given. So this will be more explained in week 12, and I'm going to give out the papers in question during week 12, and they'll be due in 2 weeks. So I'll also provide an example where I'll work through how you would do this, and so you shouldn't have questions about this. So once it's out there, you'll be given, there'll be personalized, unique exams, and you'll have 2 weeks in which to fulfill the requirement. Now, I want to talk a bit about the online delivery. The pre-recorded lectures will be available via CourseLink and possibly YouTube. I'm saying possibly YouTube because this will be the first time that CourseLink has had so much content that's very large being uploaded to it. So I'm being cautious about whether this will actually work. I'm trying to get my content up as soon as possible, but if there are problems, I do have a channel for this course on YouTube, and I will put material there. I will let you know if I do that and how to actually get onto YouTube. Like I said, the lecture time slots will be for discussion, Q&A, that sort of thing. But I know this is going to be difficult for everybody because we've never done this. If you have any problems, if you're getting behind the lectures, you start having trouble accessing cloud resources, if you're not sure about how to do the assignments, or you have trouble with completing them in time, contact the instructor or the TAs. Do this, though, as soon as possible. There's going to be a weekly schedule of learning modules. It'll be posted, and try to do the modules assigned for the week. I know sometimes other things will take precedence, but please try to keep up, because as soon as you get behind, it's going to be difficult. So the lecture modules are going to be what I would have presented in lectures. They're going to be shorter, though. They're going to be smaller. There'll be PDFs, there'll be videos, there'll be screen captures, there'll be readings, there'll be links to tutorials, because there's all sorts of learning material out there. Now, we're in this world of online classes. If you have a problem with privacy, then you're going to have to think about how you participate in the online classes. I will probably record all of the lectures. I'll see how this works out. Once again, the size of content may start to become too much for CourseLink, but I will try to record all of them, so that in case you miss something, you can go back and see this. By taking this course, you're agreeing that your participation can be used in this manner, the recording. If you don't wish to have your image or voice recorded, then either don't take the course, or don't ask verbal questions, or keep your camera off during these activities. So please think about this. We don't want to violate your privacy in any way. Please, though, so that you don't violate other people's privacies, don't redistribute the recorded interactive discussions that involve your classmates. I'm going to try to make sure I don't violate your privacy. Please don't violate other people's privacy. You need a reliable internet connection. It has to be sufficient for taking this course, and also for doing anything on the cloud. If you can't do this, You won't be able to get all of the class materials. You won't be able to get to the cloud to do your assignment, and you may have problems reaching teaching assistant or the instructor. So make sure that you have access. The course is going to be offered obviously in the Eastern Standard Time Zone. If you are not in that time zone, please make me aware of that. That we're going to probably keep advising times or labs or lectures between 9 and 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. If that's a problem, then please let me know about it. Because everything is online, a few tips. Keep copies of your assignments when you submit them, because maybe we don't know how CourseLink is going to survive and every this. Make sure you can resubmit assignments at a later time. When you're taking the online quizzes, make sure you let me know immediately if you're having problems. I will have contact information that I'll give out before the quiz so that you can text me or you can email me or whatever, so that we know that you're having trouble. And if you can't make any of the deadlines, please let me know as soon as possible. All private communications will be confidential. So tips. Relax. We're all doing this for the first time. Ask for help as you need it. Don't delay. Try to keep up with the learning modules. Schedule your day like you're going to class, because that will make it a little bit easier for you. But you know what? You're going to figure out what the best schedule is for you. Drop in on the lecture times so that that you can find out what's being discussed. You don't have to stay for the whole time, but please come within the first 15 minutes so I know that there's interest in interacting. And remember, I'm just as scared and confused as you are, so please make sure that we communicate with each other, and we're all learning how to do this. So let me know what's going on, because I can't adjust unless I know. So good luck with the class, and let's keep in touch.